everyone. So before we start, let me introduce myself. I'm CJ Dibon Banluta and my partner is Mr. Archie Amuyan. So our professor assigned us the task number 8. So let me summarize the instructions. So administrators use ADS to manage the Active Directory or AD networks. The easiest way to launch these consoles are right from the tools menu in Server Manager. AD users and computers in the console from which all of user account and computer account are created and managed. Open your domain name and you will see a number of folder listed this folder really are not folder at all. Each Manila colored folder icon is known as an organizational unit or OU. OUs are the structural containers that we use inside Activity Directory. So there are the list. This is the listed common particle importance of managing a user account. So the first is they provide access control. So restricting access to various company information to only those employees for constructors authorized to view it. For example, someone in accounts may not be authorized to access HR records on the network and vice versa. The second is they enable employee to use more than one computer in an organization, whether they work permanently or the premises, hot desk, or work remotely. Additional setting up user account provide a safeguard against access to a computer or network by unauthorized third parties such as visitors, tradespeople, or intruders. In this task, we are asked to create and manage user account in Windows Server. So, Kuya Archie will guide you how to perform this task.
All right, thank you so much for that, CJ. So to begin with, let's open our server manager. On our server manager dashboard, go to your tools menu and then select for Active Directory users and computers. Now, let's select for our domain, which is the ccs.com. Then right click on it and then go to your new and create a new organizational unit. Then let's put it the name of our domain, so CCS. Then below on this, there is a checkbox wherein protect a container from accidental deletion. So that means that if there are any changes comes on your mind later, you can edit or delete this organizational unit. So let's uncheck this one, then click OK. All right, so we successfully created new organizational unit. And then let's create for new organizational unit for the administrator. All right, the same goes with this. Uncheck this one to make if there you want to make changes later. Then we also need to create new organizational unit for our domain user. All right, so we successfully created our organizational unit, then CCS. Then under that, we have administrator and domain user. All right, so now we are going to create a new user in our under our administrator. So there is a new dialog box, new object user. So let's put our first name. Right, so our last name here. So the user login name. So let's put it PC1 as our login name. Then you can select also since we are having only one domain, so the ccs.com. Then click next to proceed. Then the account need to have or to set up the password. So our password is the default password that we are going to create is the Amoyan Valuta 2016 password. Then below on this, there is a checkbox. The first is user must change password at next logon. Then the next one is user cannot change password. Then the password never expires. Then account is disabled. So uncheck this four checkboxes. Then click next to proceed. Then click finish. All right, so we successfully creating the user for our administrator. All right, so this time we're going to right click in properties of our users, then go to member of. Then on the name, as you can see that our user is under and domain users, so ccs.com. Then so we're going to add this. So just type the domain admin. Right, then check names for the available. Then click OK. Then select for domain name, domain admin, then set for primary group. So there is no need to change primary group unless you have Macintosh. So since we are using Windows, so let set for my set primary group. Then click apply, then OK. All right, so let's check or search our machine or users that we added earlier. So go to the shortcut for search find objects in your domain services. So let's select for entire directory or ccs.com for our domain. So let's select for entire directory to search all throughout. Then type the name of the user. Right, so then click find now. All right, so as you can see on the screen that there is a Archie Ryan Amoyan users available on the administrator or domain admin. Also, you can click on your advanced to of different field if you are going to search here. Like for example, his designation. All right, so email address, the employee ID, as well as the first name and her details here. All right, you as the system administrator, you can also change the password of your users. So what you're going to do is right click on the selected users, then click select for reset password. Then on the bottom, you can see a checkbox to unlock the user account. So let's input the new password here. Then click OK. So the password for this user, Archie Ryan Amoyan, has been changed. So click OK. Then here, you can see on the account, uh, you can see the user log on name. So we set our log on name as PC1. So here, uh, the account option, user must change password at next logon. So as provided, you create a temporary password for this user. So if the user log on or boot up his machine, user must change the password to secure his users or his user profile. Now let's try to log on to the user that we created earlier. So let's sign out our account to sign in to the different account. So let's select for other user. Then uh, input the logon name. So PC1, which created earlier. Then the password. So let's input the password that we created. Right, there is a notification. The user password must be changed before signing in. So we're going to do is click OK. Alright, the machine command us to change the password. So the password is, alright, so let's change the password. 2017. Oh yan, Manlota. Password earlier is Amoyan Banluta 2016. So let's change for 2017. Then click this to sign in. So changing password. All right, so your password has been changed. So I think we are done with our task 8 and managing and creating a user account. So thank you guys for watching and have a great day everyone.